Now, we don't just teach tithing, because in Malachi, the Lord spoke through the prophet Malachi, and he said, let me tell you what's going on with you guys. He said, you've robbed me. And they said, Lord, how have we robbed you? He said, you've robbed me in your tithes and your offerings. Because here's the way tithing and giving works. 10% of your tithing rebukes the devourer, but it doesn't bring a blessing. "10% tithing rebukes the devourer, but it does not bring a blessing." The blessing is brought in relation to your free gift. See, Jesus said, that tenth belongs to me from the beginning. It's mine. So you're not paying tithes because it's not yours. Now you got to understand what I'm saying right now. See, people say, I just don't believe in paying tithes. So you don't believe in giving back to someone something that's theirs. He said that first tenth is mine from the get-go, because I created you, because I'm your manufacturer, because I'm the one that gives you breath in your lungs, a mind to work, deft hands to swing a hammer. The first tenth you make off of all the faculties that I gave you is mine. Because without me, you'd be a blithering fool. They'd put you in an insane asylum somewhere. You'd have drool dripping down both sides of your mouth if it wasn't for me. Everything you do, your mental acumen, is my gift. And so the deal I have with you is the first tenth you make with all the things that I've given you as a gift, they're mine. You're not paying tithes. You're giving God what already belongs to Him. You've done nothing when you pay tithes except got something that belongs to someone else out of your hands. It's like somebody coming to your house and leaving their coat at your house. And then they come back and say, man, I came to pick my coat up. Your coat? It's my coat. No, it's my coat. I was over here visiting. No, it's mine. Hey, it's in my possession. It belongs to me. No, that's my coat. No. It's in my house, isn't it? This is the concept of tithing. It doesn't belong. It never belonged to you. He said the first tenth is mine. And if you don't give it to me, you're going to be cursed, because you're keeping something that does not belong to you. It's unjust for you to keep it. And somebody said, I expect to be blessed because I pay my tithe. And that's not what brings blessing. Blessing is when you give God the tenth that belongs to Him, and then you step back and say, you know what? I just don't feel that's enough for how good you've been to me, for how good you've been to my family, for the sharp mind that you gave me, and the ability to earn a living that you gave me. And now, here's the deal. Most apostolics feel like, Pentecostals feel like, that 5% is a good rule of thumb for what we give in offerings. Now, if you think this is what I'm teaching on today, you're off. All this is an example. Just bear with me a few minutes. So, most people that go to this church, they give 10 and 5. They give the 10% that belongs to the Lord for the beginning, and then they give 5% as an offering. To just say, God, thank you for how good you've been to me. Thank you for the blessing and the favor that you've given me in my life. Now, listen very closely to me. Because Jesus said, and the amazing thing is I was going to preach this today, and Brad Forsyth got up and used it to take the offering. But Matthew 23 and 23, I want you to look at this. Jesus tells them, he tells them that paying tithes is still right in the New Testament. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees and hypocrites, for you pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the matter ways of the law. Now, this is what I'm talking about prosperity, about being blessed. Some people think if they throw a bunch of stuff on one side, then it negates the need for anything on the other side. And this is what Jesus is saying here. What he's saying is you're mean and you're harsh and you're unkind and you're unforgiving, and you think because you're a tither that makes that okay. You think because you pay tithes, then you can act any way you want to act and you'll still be blessed. He's not saying that you shouldn't pay tithes. He's saying that tithing does not make it okay for your life to be out of balance. After you pay your tithes, you still need to forgive, and you still need to be kind, and you still need to treat people right. And you've omitted the weightier things of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith. These ought you to have done, and not leave the other undone. He says, these you ought to have done. What is he talking about? Paying tithes. You ought to do that. But don't leave the other undone. Don't think tithing is the end of it.